Alright, guys, welcome to question and answer series where I'm covering the bash questions which could be asked in your DevOps interview. So, without wasting any more time, let's start with the question answer set for bash. First question is, how would you delete a file which is older than n days? So, n is the number which could be anything like 5 days, 10 days, 17 days, or whatever. So, answer would be find path to the file, like in the directory where the files are located, hyphen m time plus n is the number which is interviewer has given the number. That number has to be replaced here, and hyphen delete. So next question is, how would you replace a string in a file? So set command is used for it. So I'll quickly explain. Like said, the string in a file. Suppose it, if it's Unix, you want to replace it with Linux in this file, particular this file. Even it would replace it using sed. The next command is awk. Awk is a awk is used for advanced text processing. Suppose in a file you want to find whether all the rows which has apple in it. So all those rows which had apple in it got displayed here using this command. See awk. So keep this in mind. Next command, there are various other ways you can use awk. So just if you if possible go through all those options, that would be helpful. The next question is, find the length of a string in bash. So how would you do that? I've kept a variable as n, and using this command, like we would get the final output in our variable n, hyphen echo hyphen n dollar str, and we'll use a pipe symbol and wc hyphen c, which would count the number of characters in it, and it would be stored in this variable n. So just memorize it if possible. Echo hyphen n dollar string, this is the string provided by the user as an input, whatever the string they want. That's a string actually. Yeah. Grep grep command, what would it do is grep hello file one. So this is my file name, and it would search the text in this entire file and it display it if it's there. So grep is used for the text searching. Yeah. All right. Next question is, yeah, the question is, name the command that is used to check all the listening ports and service on your machine. So answer is netstat -tnlp. So this would give us all the listening ports and services. So just give it a try and see if it's working. Top command, what's the use of top command? So it does is, what it does is checks the usage of a memory on your machine. So this is very handy command and very useful. uh, Trace route, what it does is basically it's used network troubleshooting utility that's used to find the number of hops required for a particular packet to reach the destination. So it's fairly simple and straightforward, uh, and self-explanatory as well. Next command, export command. uh, Export command is used to set and reload the environment variables. By this, what I mean is, in Windows, you have to, like, when we have to set a environment variable, we'll go to Windows and set it up. So in Linux, there's a command for it called export Java underscore home. If you want to set a Java path, using export command, you can do that. The path of the Java installable wherever you have like kept it. Okay. Uh, So how would you add a pseudo user in on CentOS? Next question. This question, as it's asking us to add a user, pseudo user on CentOS machine. So this is the step. Like first, you will add the user using add user command, set the password, and then you'll have to you'll have to add that user in sudoers file as well to make it a pseudo user. Okay. And the next command is path of the system logs in Linux. So this could be asked in your interview, like where are the system level logs stored in Linux machine. So the path is /var/logs, where you can find the system logs. All right, moving to next question. It's dollar question mark. What it does is it returns zero, or if it returns zero, it means the last executed command is passed. If it's returning zero, if it's failed, I mean, it it does not return zero. It could be, I think it should not be zero. It should not be one, definitely. But if it's your last executed command is, if it's passing, it would return zero. Otherwise, it would return a non-zero number. Okay, next question is empty stat versus top. So this is both commands look like uh, are very similar, but the difference what I have found online is like top returns the overall CPU usage, whereas the MP stat returns the CPU usage of each core. So so that's the difference between those two commands. Like MP stat and top looks very similar, and it's something to deal with memory and like CPU usage. Sorry. So just bear this in mind, like uh, overall CPU usage, if you want that, top command is required. But if you want the CPU usage of each core, you'll have to use mpstat command. Right, moving on to next question. Dollar hashtag, what it does is check the number of parameters passed. Using dollar hashtag, you can check the number of parameters passed, basically, to a file or whatever shell script. Okay, next command. If you want a, like, if you want a practical demo of all these things, you can, if there are lot of requests of it, I can make a practical like demo session for all these commands, and uh, run through each of it if it's required. Next command, it's a question which was asked to me very recently. How would you clear all the variables in Linux? So command is unset for that. The last question for the day is, how would you undo the last change in the VI editor? It's also it's something which we use for editing files on Linux machines, right? VI editor, and this is something I think we should know. That is, using either u colon u or colon undo, or you can undo your like last changes. So you can comment down how would you redo the last changes. Right. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you, everyone.